to today's live stream. Okay, one moment. Let me. All right. Good evening, everyone. It's your girl Olivia True, and you're welcome to today's live stream. For those who have been following or who have subscribed to the channel, you know that for a while now, or for about 2 weeks or thereabout now, we have been trying, or we have been trying to be consistent with showing up every Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays for our live streams, right? And we have been doing more of reviewing channels. We've been doing more of reviewing channels, and today is one of those days where we get to review channels yet again. So if you're a creator, if you're a creator who is seeking to get monetized on YouTube, you're on the journey of getting monetization, and it's seeming like it's not giving you what you want. You're not getting exactly what you want. You're struggling. Let's just say you're struggling, right? Um, Tonight is going to be for you. Hi, good evening. Welcome to the live stream. This is Ali Virtue. Ali Virtue. If you're new on the channel, please do it to subscribe. Like the live stream. Thanks to this person who just joined and has liked. Please leave a comment so I know that you're the one watching. Leave a comment. I'd like to connect with you. So do well to subscribe, like the live stream, leave a comment, and if you have a channel that you like us to review, please go ahead and also tell me in the comment section, because yes, for the past 2 weeks we have been reviewing channels, right? Although on Monday things happened. Maria, hi, good evening, Ma. Good evening. Oh, nice to have you join in. Good evening. How was your day, Ma? How was your day today? How was your day? And the last time we had time to chat like this was last week. Hey, Penguin. Good evening, Penguin. Good evening. And last time we had chance to chat was last week, right? I would like to know, have you been able to effect any of the things we talked about as regards to channel? Penguin, good evening. Nice to have you joining. Hi, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the live stream. Please do not forget to leave a comment, right? Leave a comment, leave a thumbs up on the live stream, and also go ahead and subscribe, right? Go ahead and subscribe if you're new on the channel. If you're a small channel and you will like, right, you would like for us to review your channel together, go ahead and leave it in the comment section. On Monday last week, we were able to review two channels. We did one for Gas Picks, another one for Maxwell, and then on, I think on Wednesday, right? On Wednesday, we did another two. We did Jessica's channel, and what was the second? David's channel. Then on Friday, we did Maria's channel. All right, so we've been able to review. This is 5 channels now, and I'm very certain they were able to get help, because yeah, they told me they got help from the section. So if this sounds like something you want for your channel, please leave it in the comment section. Just tell me your channel's name, and yeah, we're going to be reviewing your channel together. And if you are new on YouTube, you do not own a channel yet, but you really want to, right? Then yes, also let me know in the comment section. I'm going to be sharing some helpful tips with you that I believe you can use to get this done. All right, so I'm going to. I also have something for us, whether we review channels or not. Okay, Maria says my day was good. Thanks. You're welcome, Ma. Thank you so much for joining the live stream. All right, so today's section, whether you get to share your link or not, we are going to. I'm going to be sharing a little bit of a vital information I believe we all will need, right? Um, there's a reason why when we make posts, or rather when we make a post, we are always excited, we're always hopeful that okay, this might just be the breakthrough, this might just be that particular video that is going to give us the views that we want. And then when you come back a few moments later, you realize that the video is not getting views, it's not being seen, it's not being recommended. There are some reasons as to why this is happening. So in today's live stream, I'm hoping I'll be able to explain to us to the best of my ability, as the live stream will permit, I'm going to be explaining to us some of the reasons why this happened, why you come, you put your effort, make your videos and they don't get views, right? There are different factors that are responsible for this, right? It's not like you are a bad creator. It's not like you're not don't know what you're doing. It's not like you are not good. It's not like your videos are poor. No, there are just some specific factors that could actually affect the views of your channel or the views on your videos, right? So yeah, we're going to be treating it together. So like I already said, I am Ali Virtue, and this is Grow with This channel. Grow with This channel is the channel where I get to share about my experiences on YouTube, how I'm navigating YouTube, and how what things I'm doing in order for me to be able to do YouTube right. I help small creators to do YouTube right. I help small creators to get get to do YouTube the right way, because if you don't know how to do YouTube, you're going to end up having maybe the same experiences I have had, and that's the reason why experiences are good, right? I have had those experiences. You do not need to have the same experiences again, right? We can only get better, or we should only get better. You do not need to have the same experiences that I've had, and that's the reason why I'm sharing from my knowledge, I'm sharing my experience, so that I don't repeat the same mistakes that I have made in the past, right? So um, today's topic I said why your videos are not getting views, why your videos are not getting recommended. We know that it can be very frustrating and painful that you make a video and after 2, 3, 4 days, in fact 1 month, 2 months, you come back and you see only 50 views. It can be very painful. I have been there several times, even on this channel, so I know exactly how that feels, right? I know exactly how frustrating that can be. It could even make you begin to question your why. It could make you begin to wonder, am I really called to be a YouTuber? Am I really, I don't know. Just go ahead and to make you ask yourself some questions, right? So I'm going to be breaking down some of those reasons, those things that can make you question yourself, and help you to understand that you are not in this alone, one, and then also help you to know the things that you can do to make it better, right? I'm actually trying to assess, I don't know, my network. Okay, so my network is it's behaving like somebody that is sent from my village. Okay, I hope it gets to connect now. I usually used to use my laptop to review channels. I use my laptop to review channels, so I'm trying to connect it, get it running, so that when I have anybody's channel to review, it's very easy for me to access, right? And I'm still going to be sharing what I have for us. So yes, if you're just joining, you're not late to the party, please go ahead and drop your comments. Just tell me where you're watching from, or just say hi or hello, say something. Let's get to interact. The only way I can get to interact with you is if I see your name on my screen. I would know that, okay, this person is on the live stream. That's when I can actually connect and interact with you, right? So please leave that in the comment section. Leave that in the comment section. Tell me if you have a channel that you want us to review together. Then also, right, also leave a thumbs up on this video and leave a comment. Leave a thumbs up, leave a comment, and subscribe to my channel. So diving into what I want to share with us, what are the reasons, or why do we always get to experience slow views or no views on our video, even though we know that we spend so much time creating the content, we spend so much time with editing. For someone like me, I dread editing. I hate to edit videos, but well, it has to be done. It is what it is. We need to edit the videos, and people don't have a reason to click off, right? So that people don't have a reason to click off, they'll be interested to watch our videos, so we need to edit it. So you spend some time to get the idea, spend some time to create the content, spend some more time to edit the content, go on to posting it, putting your description and everything that you need to put. Then you come back a few days later and then you realize that no views, right? That can be discouraging. It can really, really be discouraging, right? So some of the reason why this happened, right? I think I've already said this again and again and again and again on the live streams or previous live streams. One of the reasons could be your thumbnail. If you do everything right with your video and your thumbnail is wrong, your thumbnail is not does not connect with the audience correctly, you're going to have a problem getting views. So if for any reason you make a video and then you're seeing that the video is not getting as much engagement as it's supposed to be, right? Just know that two things are the very first set of things, because like I said, there are different factors. The very first set of things that is wrong is your thumbnail and your title, right? It simply means your thumbnail is either not catchy enough, to attract people to come and actually watch the video. And then your title might not be good enough. It might be misleading, right? So if you don't have a good thumbnail and you don't have a clear title, you can have problems. You can have problems with um, having views on your channel. So it's another thing for you to now have a good thumbnail and a good title. Before I even go into that, let me even explain what a good thumbnail should have, right? A good thumbnail should be able to uh, tell someone at a glance what the video is about. The moment I look at a thumbnail with a few information on it, I should be able to tell what that video is supposed to be about, right? Now, the title is now where you get to explain further what the video is about. There's a mistake a lot of creators make where we unintentionally, because I know that we do not know best or don't know better, because if we do know better, we will not be making that mistake. We unintentionally go ahead to add so many words, right? So many words on our thumbnail, and then it becomes very clustered. It becomes very let me use the word jaga jaga. It becomes unattractive, right? So you need to learn the dynamics when it comes to creating good thumbnails. Your thumbnail should be simple and clear, right? The words should not be so much, the write-up should not be ambiguous, the font should be clear that anybody can see it from afar. We know that a lot of creators, access their information on YouTube through the mobile phone. So once anybody picks up their phone, the font on your thumbnail should be clear enough that anybody, even someone that has eyesight problems, should be able to see what is written there, right? And the words should not be so much, at least 3 to 4 words, something that is easy to see, easy to read, and easy to understand, right? So because like I said, I've seen people who make the mistake of jam packing, like what is supposed to be on the title is found on the thumbnail. That can make the thumbnail quite uninteresting for anybody to click on it. Now the pictures on the thumbnail as well, you need to also be deliberate as regards the kind of picture you put on your thumbnail. Depending on the niche you are in, whatever niche you are in, you will need to be really deliberate as regards the kind of picture that gets on your thumbnail. If you go on and use a picture that is blurry, or a picture that is too bold, or a picture that is not, I don't know, that is unattractive, right? You know, let you know that, for instance, you yourself, that there are some videos you have watched. It wasn't because of the title, it was simply because you saw something on the thumbnail that got your attention. It could be the picture of a smiling girl, or it could be a picture of a known face, maybe a celebrity that you know and like, right? It could be the picture of something that you just find attractive. Now your thumbnail as you're in should also have that same element. Your thumbnail should be attractive enough that anybody can see it, like it, and get to click your video, right? So there are some colors that help your thumbnail to be visible and appealing. Colors like yellow, green, red, white, black, right? You can always play around these colors. Canva will always help you to get good thumbnails, right? ChatGPT these days also helps to get good thumbnails. But if you don't give ChatGPT or Gemini or any other good AI app correct prompts, you might not be able to get the kind of thumbnail you want, right? So if you're using Canva, You have to look for designs, templates that are very, appealing to the eyes, that are interesting for anybody to click on. So at least, like I said, if the flyer can have, if the thumbnail, if I call it flyer, if the thumbnail can have colors like red, black, white, yellow, green, blue, right? Something that is not, it shouldn't be so shouty. There are some thumbnails that you see and you're wondering, where is the information? Where is the, what am I supposed to be seeing, right? What am I supposed to be seeing on this thumbnail? You need to always ensure that you pay attention to your thumbnail, the colors on your thumbnail, the font, right, the size of the write-up, the size of the image. It should not be in it should not be, what's the word now? Is it improper? Right? There's a balance. It should be a balance to it. Then when you're doing thumbnails, to also try not to do thumbnails that are so bare. I've seen thumbnails that are just there, right? Just one picture, nothing. It's just there. Nothing. Point is, your thumbnail should aim at being interesting, right? That's like the major point. Your thumbnail should aim at being interesting. If it's interesting, then definitely you have more persons getting to like it and clicking on it. Now, another reason why you're not getting recommended or your videos are not getting views, another reason now could be that your your title, right? We talk about thumbnail. It could be that your title is not proper, it's misleading, right? It could be your title is misleading. How do I mean misleading? Maybe the content of the video says how to grow yam, right? Then your title says, the title says, what will I use? Okay, how to grow yam is like the main content of your video. Then your title says potatoes grow in my compound. That is a little bit misleading because that's not what is contained in the video. Let's say people who like to eat potatoes click on that video, right? And then they see you talking about yam. They are just going to get uninterested and zoom up because that's not why they came, that's not why they clicked. So your title, right? Your title space should be where you get to explain, at least in 100 characters, get to explain a little bit of what's contained in your thumbnail, right? So your title should get to explain a little bit of what is contained in your thumbnail. Like I said, your thumbnail should just be like a few words, but your title should have all the other informations that you need. I don't know if that makes sense. All right. So those two things, we call those two things. Those two things are the elements that are responsible for click-through rates. If you've ever heard any YouTuber say click-through rate, CTR, those two things are what determines the click-through rate of your video. How do people get to click on the video? How did they get to why did they get to click? YouTube gets to check if they clicked because of your title or they clicked because of your thumbnail. So when you go on your analytics, right? When you go percentage, if the percentage is just 1% or 0% or 0 point something percent, it means that in fact you won't see the arrow. There's this arrow that shows either green. If it's good, if the thumbnail is good, it shows you this green arrow, right? If the thumbnail is not performing well, it shows you this downward arrow that is really in black. All right, so you need to understand those two things. The moment you see the arrow, you'll be able to tell which way the thumbnail is, the what's it called, the click rate. Now, for you to be able to rectify, if you ever see your click through rate below 3%, in fact 3% is even low, right? Is the ideal thing is supposed to be like 4% and above. Before I had a video that's currently going viral, before I had that video, my thumbnails were usually my thumbnail results were usually between 4 to 5, 4 to 5. I didn't even know that anybody could get up to 10 or 20 on their thumbnail until that video came, right? Until I did that video, and currently when I checked the click rate of that particular thumbnail or that particular video, it currently has 12.2%. And I'm like, wait, so they have, wait, really, really. Videos can only get 12.2% for a click-through rate. That's interesting. I didn't know that. I was thinking because all of my other click-through rate was always between three, 4, 5. Yes, 3, 4, 5. I think I've had 7 at some points. I've had 5.4. I've had 6 before, but never a 10. But that particular video is doing 12. Right, so like, oh, okay, so thumbnails, they can be really good. Like your thumbnail can be really good, your title can be really good, that people, it's not misleading. That particular video is about, I was talking about Facebook, how to set up your Facebook payouts, right? So I know that, I now know, right? I now know that that particular content is what a lot of persons who are monetized on Facebook is what they need, right? So for that reason, they somehow, one how get to click on that title, right? They get to click on the thumbnail, and the thumbnail is very clear, it's simple. You see the information there, you know that it's for Nigerians, you know that it's very simple and straightforward. So the point I'm trying to make is when the thumbnail and your title is good, right? Once the thumbnail and title is good, there's always a high possibility that your click-through rate will be okay, right? So whenever you see a click-through rate that is low, just know that the problem is your title and your thumbnail. And how do you get to rectify this? What you should do is for you to change. First of all, you change one first. It's either you change the thumbnail first, right, and see how it performs again. Because there are videos I have done where my thumbnail were either 1%, right? I just go on to change the thumbnail, or my click-through rate to just 1%, and I go ahead to just change the thumbnail, and then when I come back on that video, I'm seeing it has now has 3% or probably 4%, even 2%, right? But at least it has increased. Then when I check after 24 to 48 hours, I check and see, okay, is there a need for me to actually change the title? I go ahead and change the title. I don't change the both of them at once. And this is so that I can track which one is giving me the results that I am getting. Is it my title or is it my thumbnail? I don't know if you get, but yes, changing your title and your thumbnail is actually very recommended. Like, it's recommended. If you have old videos, you can actually revive them. You can actually bring them back to life by just changing your title or just changing your thumbnail, right? If the title is searchable, how do I know searchable? When you go on YouTube, in your own niche, when you go on YouTube, there's always when you go on YouTube and then you click the search button, there are always things you get to search for in your own niche. If you're into Bible niche, for instance, where you tell Bible stories or do prayers, right? When you come on YouTube, you always type how to communicate with God, or you could type how to build my faith, or you could type how to deal with anxiety. All these are things that people literally search for, right? So your title should be that it should be put in that kind of way, so that anybody that comes online, anybody that comes online and puts in those titles and keywords, they can actually just see your channel. I'm hoping this makes sense, right? All right. So with that being said, the next reason why your videos might not be getting recommended, the next reason could be that your impression and the reach is poor, right? How do you know if your impression is poor or your reach is poor? It's through your analytics. If you check your analytics, you'll be able to tell if your reach is good or if it's poor. I'm not able to show you my dashboard, and that's because I'm using my phone to do the live stream. So you could check from there to get the feedback if your reach is, if you check the reach. Let's say you post a video and you only have 50, the video only reach 50%. What's the chance that they're going to watch? But for the video to be able to reach 1,000%, 2,000, 3,000, after that 2 or 3,000, there's a very high chance that at least 100 to 200% will click on the video to watch. Unless, like I said, your thumbnail and your title is not good. But if YouTube is able to, recommend the video to people, um, and the reach is, good enough, there's always a good chance that they are going to watch. Out of 1,000 persons, at least 100 is going to watch. Out of 2,000 persons, at least 200 is going to watch, right? So you need to also pay attention to your reach. How do you know if the video is being recommended correctly? Now, under the reach tab, when you scroll down, you'll be able to see the contents that are suggesting that video. If the content suggesting that video are content that are unrelated, chances are you're going to struggle, right? Chances are you're going to struggle um, getting YouTube to recommend the people. You're going to struggle with YouTube recommending the video to the people that it's supposed to recommend it to, right? There was this video I made. That video was talking about how to use CapCut or so, right? And for some reason that I cannot even understand, when I went to go and check the video suggesting that video, I saw videos like some Nollywood films like the prince of Idumota Kingdom, the princess that ate the frog, the beast, and I'm like, what the? Because of course, these persons who YouTube is showing this to my videos to, they are not going to watch it. What they're interested in is they're interested in Nollywood videos that talks about the king and the princess or the maid that got blind. That is what they're interested in. So if you be showing my videos to those sort of people, there's a very high chance that they're not going to watch it. What business do they have with CapCut? They want to just watch their Nollywood and get away. I don't know if you get. So when you have issues like this, how do you now um maybe correct? You might not be able to do anything about it because it's already a published video. But what you could do to help with the video is you could change the thumbnail, change the title, change the description. Go on and leave your captions on so that the things you say, those keywords that you said during when you're making the video could help. Okay, so sorry, my network took me out, but I'm here. All right, so good evening once again. Good evening. If you're just joining in, please kindly leave a comment. Leave a comment and subscribe to the channel, as well as leave a thumbs up on this video. If you are a creator like myself and you have a channel that is probably new, or just start putting out content and you would like a second opinion on the channel, you can go ahead and just tell me in the comment section. I'm sorry. You can go ahead and tell me in the comment section, and I'm going to be helping to review the channel, right? I'm going to be helping review the channel, just give you a feedback as regards what I think about the channel, what you could do better, and just generally to encourage encourage your journey, tell you where I think you're doing wrong, what you can do better, basically just give you my feedback, right? We have been able to review about 5 channels so far, not on today's live stream but on previous live streams. We've been able to review about 5 channels, so today is another day for us to review channels. So if this is something you like, tell me in the comment section, and I'm going to be reviewing your channel for you. Today's live stream is almost going to be a little bit short. I'm going to be rounding up in a few minutes, right? In a few minutes. So if you want us to review your channel, this is the very best time to drop it in the comment section. If you have anything to ask me, you can also do that now, because like I said, I'm going to be ending the live stream soon. I'm going to be ending the live streams faster than every other time. I'm a little bit exhausted. I need to rest. I need to eat. I need to get on to some other things. So um, I just intentionally, I just did not want to cancel. I have said I'm going to be showing up 3 times every week for my live stream. So I'm ensuring, this is me ensuring efforts to just show up, right? This is me trying to live by example. Lead by example. I have encouraged other persons to be consistent, show up often. I should not be found wanting. So this is me showing up, right? So yeah, if you want us to review your channel, do let me know in the comment section. Just tell me, review my channel, and yes, I'm going to take it one channel at a time, right? Just tell me in the comment section, review my channel, or say hi, or say hello, or say I want you to review. Just say something, and yes, I'm going to review your channel for you. If you're on the live stream, please leave a comment. I want to know that I'm not alone. I would like to know that I am here with amazing people. One of the easiest way for me to be able to recognize you or connect with you, right, is if you leave a comment. if you leave a comment, I'll be able to connect with you beyond just live streaming. I'll be able to, when next you do a comment on my video or you need something, I can easily recognize you. For instance, things happened with Maria before the live stream or before today. I had seen her comments on my video, my long form content, which I responded to, and ever since that time, I feel anytime I see her on my live stream, I feel really connected with her because now we can actually have conversations. I could ask her how she's doing. Hi Nancy. I could ask her how she's doing. I could have conversations with her, right? So when you drop your comments, like Nancy has just done, we get to interact. So Nancy, good evening Nancy. Nice to have you join in. Yeah, nice to have you join in. Let me know. Hello. Karen, I can't pronounce this. I'm so sorry. But good evening to you as well. I'm sorry, I'm not so good when it comes to pronunciations. But good evening to you. Good evening to you. Nice to have you all join in. Okay, so like I said, like I said, we're going to be reviewing channels, or we are reviewing channels. So if you're a creator and have a channel that you'd like us to review, just go ahead and tell me in the comment section, and we're going to take it up. I have my system right here. We're going to take a channel up and just Karana here. Okay, thank you. The other names, everything is missing it up for me. I'm sorry. Karana, your name. Okay, nice to join. Nice to have you join in, Karana. Nice to meet you. Actually, I'm super excited that you on the live stream. Thank you so much for joining. So I said today we are reviewing channels. If you are a small creator or you have a channel that you like us to review, you need a second opinion, right? On your yeah, they just restored power. All right, so if you have a small channel that you want us to review, go ahead and just tell me in the comment section. Um, go ahead and tell me in the comment section, and we're going to be doing that today. Sorry, let me respond to this. Okay, so go ahead and drop in the comment section, and we're going to review your channel. Karana, do you have a YouTube channel? Are you a YouTuber like myself? Do you do YouTube things, or you just enjoy content? Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button. I'm also what's it called now? I'm also on my journey to get 1,000 subscribers. As you can see, I'm currently at 900 and 70 something. So please hit the subscribe button. Do not leave the live stream without supporting me by hitting the subscribe button. That is all I'm asking from you. That is all I need from you this evening. Hit the subscribe button. But I am more focused on giving you value. So yes, if you have a channel that like us to review together, please leave that in the comment section. Okay, so Karana, are you still here? If you're here, please tell me in the comment section if you have a channel that you like us to review. But before you joined in, before this amazing person got to join in, we're talking about reasons why your views and why when you post on YouTube you get low views. There are some reasons why this happen, right? It's never because you do not put out good content. It's never because you do not know what to say or your videos are bad. It's just some other factors which we're actually looking at together. I talked about two already: thumbnail and title, very important factors, right? Your thumbnail and your title are like the packaging of a channel. If you can get your thumbnail right and get your title right, there's a very high chance. There's a very high chance that you're going to what's it called now? You're going to have views on your channel, right? If your thumbnail is right and your title is right. Now, I noticed another thing. Okay, let me put it this way. Some persons will say YouTube do not favor small creators. I don't agree, right? If you open a new channel, right, and you do at least 88% of the things correctly, your monetization is going to come to you fast. Now, let me explain what I mean by this, right? Um, you get used to it very fast if you get monetized very fast if you can get 80% of the things correctly. Things like your thumbnail, your title, consistency. Consistency, I don't mean posting every single day or every single hour or every single minute. Nah, that's not what I'm referring to as consistency. Consistency in this case is, you saying that you will post 2 to 3 times a week and sticking with it at least for the very first few months when you get started, right? For the very first few months when you get started. Oh God, I'm distracted. Sorry. Currently having. All right. So for the very first few months when you get started, you if you are able to stay consistent, and pay attention to your what's those things called now. You pay attention to your title, to your description, pay attention to your thumbnail, right? Just give YouTube your best. You're going to get monetized faster than you think, right? Then also pay attention to what's the word for this now? Delivering quality, right? Let me just take it one step at a time because right now I feel like I'm rushing over things. Okay, let me take it one step at a time. I've talked about thumbnail, I've talked about title, I've also talked about what's it called, description, no, reach and the impression, right? That also led me to talk about description. Now in your description, right, when you create a video and you want the video to reach the right audience, you should pay attention to your description, right? Pay attention to the description. How do I mean? For YouTube to be able to understand what that video is about, understand properly what the video is about, then they need to have the right information. How do they get the right information? Your thumbnail gives the information, your title gives the information, the rest of the information comes from the description, right? So in your description, you have to be deliberate. Put in keywords that help the video to rank, right? Put in the put in keywords that help the video to rank. Put in hashtags that will help the video to rank. While you're describing what the video is about, because it's also very important to describe what the video is about. That description is not just for YouTube alone. It's not for just for your viewers alone. It's also for YouTube to look at it using their what's it called? Meta, it's not metadata, they call it their deep analyzing system, right? Right. So analyze that video and tell, okay, this is what this video is about, right? This is another reason why when I talk to people about YouTube, I recommend that they post using the desktop site, not the YouTube app. There's a difference between the both of them. When you post using the desktop site, it does all the checks, it does all the processing. There's this deep analysis that it does compared to the YouTube app, right? The YouTube app is more like you just put in all the other information, and if you have been posting on YouTube, you understand. So you need to understand that when you do the deep meta work, right? The analysis, the proper analysis, they'll be able to understand. Okay, this video that this person is talking about CapCut is meant for people that need CapCut, not meant for people that need a Nollywood film or Bollywood film or Barbie film or something that is unrelated, right? So you need to put in all of those information that is easy for you to understand who your videos are for, right? So let me go back to another reason why your videos are not being recommended. Another reason why your video is not being recommended could just be that your posting time. right? If you are seeking to target, what's it called? If you're seeking to target people in the US or people in the UK or people in Canada, or you're seeking to target people in Nigeria or in Cameroon, I don't know where your own where you want to target, right? If you any country that you are targeting, people that you, any people that your content is meant for, you need to understand their wake up time. For Nigerians, wake up time happens to be, most people get to wake up around 6, 7, 8, no, 6, 7. Majority people that go to work, they are all by 6, 7. So 7 o'clock is always a peak hour, right, for Nigerians. Between that 7 o'clock to 9 o'clock is a peak time, right, for Nigerians. All right, so between that time is always a peak time for Nigerians, 7 to 9, right? So you need to understand when the people you're creating content for online. When do they happen to be online? Are they online in the morning hours? Are they online in the evening hours or in the night? When exactly are they online? When you understand when your viewers are online, or when the people want to create content for, the times they're online. When you understand that, right, it's going to help you know when to post. So if you're a Nigerian and um, you want to make content, so it's always advisable that you create content in the morning or in the evening, right? Hi Chima, good evening. Chima Lifestyle, good evening to you. Welcome to today's section. Nice to have you joining. You can let me know where you're joining from. And please do not forget to hit the subscribe button, right? Hit the subscribe button and just tell me where you're watching from. If you are a creator, I mean, if you have a channel where you put out content, you can go ahead and tell me in the comment section that okay, this is my channel's name. Okay, Anambra, you're Nigerian. Nice to have you joining. Actually, nice to have you joining. Good to have you here. Please kindly support me by hitting the subscribe button. And like I was trying to explain, if you have a channel that you need a second opinion on, you can just tell me. Okay, so Chima said, YouTube is frustrating me. One love views for the past month now. Um, okay, what exactly are you? What exact challenge are you facing with YouTube? How are they frustrating you? You can tell me in the comment section, right? And yes, you could drop your channel. You could drop your channel's link. Is this one? If you want us to review it together, yeah, I can just head on to your channel and we're going to review. Let me just share my own opinion as regards what I think you can do differently to see a different result, right? You can just let me know in the comment section what the channel's handle, so I can look for you and share my honest opinion as regards what I think you can do differently to see results. So you say views and watch hours. Okay, views and watch hours. What point are you currently? How long have you been on YouTube? Okay, maybe we should just view your channel, right? If you are interested, just give me a go ahead. Give me a go ahead. I'm going to search for you now, and we're going to review your channel together. Like I said, this reviewing your channel is not me trying to judge or trying to talk down or no. This is just me giving you my honest opinion as regards what I think you can do better, right? So if you have your permission, right, I'm just going to look for your channel and we're going to just review the channel together. Okay, so you said it's Chima Lifestyle. Okay, let me look for it now. 7 to 8 months now. Okay. Um, in a few minutes, we'll be able to see and tell if um, maybe see the reasons or some of the reasons why you might be getting the frustration. Okay, it's opening. My network is Okay, it hasn't opened up yet. Okay, Chima's family. Chima's family, is that it? Chima's family, that's it. That's it, right? Um, with 1.16K subscribers. Is that the channel? Okay. 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 Okay, so if this is the channel, okay, this is it. So I'm here now. The channel's name. But okay, because in the last live stream, that was the live stream we had last week Friday. What is required for your channel's homepage, right? So I can see that you have yours. But for your banner, I will advise, let me start from there. I will advise that you change the banner so that it's to something a little bit more catchy and simple. Lifestyle and vlog, that's okay, it's cool, but the writing should be smaller so that when viewing, anybody viewing either with a phone or with a laptop or on TV can easily see what it is, right? Lifestyle and vlog should just be small. Then your picture, your face is called out. I'm not seeing your face, right? If you're still in the live stream and you can hear me, please leave a comment, right? If you're on the live stream, hear me, kindly leave a comment in the comment section if you can hear me. If you can, kindly leave a comment so I can so okay. Okay, so Shima says yes, I'm here. You're here and can hear me now, Abby? Alright, so let me continue. Let me head back to your channel and let's share from there. So I was talking about your um your banner, your channel's banner. I'm of the opinion that you change it, right? Change it to something that is more appealing. This one is not properly fit. There's a size, there's a fit for YouTube banner, right? This one, the right up is a little bit is too bold, right? So it's not fit in the middle of the banner. Then I can see that your what's here again is your picture, but the picture is cut out. Your head is not showing. What I'm seeing is just your mouth and your neck, right? I'm only seeing your mouth and your neck, and that still is not so attractive. Now your logo is quite attractive, right? Obviously a very fine woman. So your logo is very attractive. It's okay. Your channel's name as well shows that this is a lifestyle channel or a family channel, right? So your name is okay as well. And then your description says, explains, right? Welcome to Chima's family. I'm so happy to have you here. This is all about your channel as well. Also explains, what's it called? The information that is needed, right? This is also good. Then you have your YouTube link right here, which is okay. All right, so let's now look at the videos that's making you not get the views and watch hours that you deserve. So it says here for your videos. Let me click on your videos. Okay, let me click here on your videos. Sister drama. Who's going with mom? Errand laundry. Okay, my daughter took there again before I errand. Days in my life as a Nigerian. My daughter. Okay. Um. Okay. Your thumbnail is actually okay, right? And I think if you know how to read your analytics very well, you will be able to tell if really, right, if really this thumbnail is actually doing well or not. Your thumbnails are actually okay, but I feel like they're a little bit very loud, right? I feel like they used to be very loud. If you joined the live stream earlier, would have heard me say things like the write up on the flyer should be a little bit more concise, right? The rest of the information should be in the title, But for the thumbnail, the information there should be a little bit more concise, right? This one now has a lot of information on it, which makes it a little bit too I have to take my time to read, right? I have to take my time to read the informations on on the thumbnail. It can make someone just click away, right? So you need to understand that your the write up on the thumbnail should be a little bit more concise, right? My opinion, anyways. When it's more concise, it's easier for anybody to read it. Then you can go on to put the rest of the information in your title. You could decide now to, apply this. Okay, let's say where say grief moment. I just lost a family member. That particular thumbnail, I think, is good. Something like that, where the info is not so much, right? Then the rest of it comes in your title. Okay, so my point, that's your title. I can even say that even got better because the titles before now were not, were just a little bit basic and plain, and you have upgraded your title game, which is amazing. But you can still do a little adjustment, right? And just say this one adjusting to it. You could just reduce the write up on the thumbnail and leave all of the remaining information in the title, right? So anybody that sees it will not be struggling to read what's on the thumbnail. Thumbnail is the very first. I used to call before like YouTube used to say the impression of the channel, right? The very first thing anybody will see is the thumbnail. So that thumbnail tells if they're going to stay to watch to click the video or not. Okay, so that's that about your what's it called? Your thumbnail and your title, right? Just adjust your title a little, your thumbnail a little so that the words on it will not be so much. But your title, this particular ones you're doing, compared to what you had here, right? Compared to what you had here when you first started, your thumbnails currently are actually looking way better, right? That's something I should actually commend you for. Your thumbnails now are actually looking way better. So how then do you get views and watch ads? We are seeing, like, let me just share some tips with you that I am applying, right? We're already seeing that you've improved on your thumbnail, you've improved on your title, but you're still not getting the results you want. There are two things I can recommend. The very first one is, let me see how consistent you have been. 12 days ago, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, 1 month ago, 1 month ago. Okay, I will say that you can decide, right? You can decide to increase with your consistency, how often you get to show, right? Um, One thing about vlog channels that people should understand is the fact that if you decide to go into vlogging, remember that you are not yet known, right? There are people in the society that already know that we use the word celebrity on them, right? For some reasons, maybe they are movie actors, they are known faces already. Now, if they decide to go into vlogging, people are naturally interested in their life. Are just people want to just see what's going on in their life. But for people like us who we are not yet known, we're just trying to grow. Vlogging can take a little bit more time, right? For people to know your channel, you have to do a little bit more work for people to know your channel and be willing to recognize and stay on your channel. Now, I don't know how you were able to get the 1,000 followers or subscribers, but let me take a wild guess. I'm guessing that maybe one of the practices was, when you make your video, you share your link out, or maybe when you created your channel, you share the link out. These two things could be one of the reasons why you might not be getting as much engagement as you want. How do I explain? Oh, let me try to explain it. Okay, so when you make your videos, right, it is advisable that you don't share your link out until at least 24 to 48 hours, even 24 hours safe, 48 hours. Now, this is the reason. When you make a post, YouTube has to take some time. That's another reason why it's also advisable that you make a post. If maybe you want the post to run today, make the post yesterday, right? Make the post yesterday, so by today it can run. This is going to help give YouTube some time to understand who the video is for, right? It will give YouTube the time to do a deep analysis as regards who the video is for, and then they can begin to show it and recommend it to those set of persons. I don't know if I'm making any sense, right? So if you are in the habit of sharing your link out when you create a video, please, you will need to, stop that habit. You need to calm down. You need to stop sharing your link. When you share your link, two things happen. Let's say you share your link on WhatsApp, and then you create a video, and then you just post it, say, please go and help me and like, or help me to watch, or help me to. If you have 100 persons on your contacts, and let's assume that the 50 of them from that contact go ahead and click on the link to watch, there's always a high chance that from that 50 only 5 will actually watch that video. Now inside that 5 that watch the video, only a few of them will actually watch the video to the end. Now they are not bad people. They don't hate your content. They're not jealous of you. It's just that they are not really interested in that kind of content. This is the more reason why it is very important that you allow YouTube to push your content out, so people who are really interested in that kind of content. Now, when you use other platforms like WhatsApp and just share your link in, you just posted and then bam, your link is out. You're giving YouTube the impression that you know what you're doing. You already have an audience for the video. So they might not put in more work. But when you give them time to analyze the video, understand who it is for, they suggest it to a few persons, and those persons, find it interesting, and then they get to click and watch. There's always a chance that they can recommend it to more persons. Now, the second thing that happens when you post a link out to people like that, I'm just assuming. I don't know if you do it because you've not told me that yes, you used to post your links, but I'm assuming that this can be one of the reasons, right? So the second thing that happens, right, when you share a link like that is the fact that, let's say those 50 persons actually click on the link. These videos, from what I can see here, you have videos that are 15 minutes long, 28 minutes long, which is amazing. If the videos are really interesting, right? We have 20 minutes. They're actually very long videos that, yes, if people really stay to watch these videos, you are bound to get watch hours, right? I will always say the longer the better. I'll say explain what I mean by the longer the better, right? So if people get to watch these videos because they're this length, there's always a high chance that you'll get watch hours faster. But now you have sent the link out to your family and friends and say, go and watch for me. I made a video. Kindly head to my channel and watch it. Now you have those 50 people. You have, remember, your contact is 100. You sent 100 people. 50 people decide to click on the link. Now they will click on that link, and then they'll begin the first video. Let me play the first one here. They are seeing tomatoes, right? You are about to cook, you're in the kitchen, they are seeing tomatoes. They are, okay, no, it begins with your children going down the laundry, and there's meats in the plates, fish in the plates, they are seeing all this. So they're like, what's this one doing? They don't have interest. Like, they might not have interest in that particular content. So them even clicking first is to either see what you're doing, just support you. You ask them to click now. So okay, let's just click, right? You ask me to click, so let me support you. I have just not to click. I've clicked and subscribed. But I'm not interested in watching what video do I have with you cooking for your family. I don't know if you're making any sense. Please, Chima, tell me in the comment section if you're following me. If I'm not leading you astray, please let me know in the comment section. So please, if you're in the habit of creating content and immediately sharing your channel link out, we advise that you cut down on that. Allow the video for at least 24 hours, 48 hours before you get to share the video link out to your family and friends. Because when you have 50 people click on the link, right, and they don't watch the video for at least 1 minute, YouTube, what am I even saying 1 minute? A video of 15 minutes and they only watch for 1 minute, or a video of 15 minutes and people only watch for 3 minutes. YouTube will take that video that it's not valuable, it's not interesting, people are not enjoying it, because yes, it's the viewer's behavior that influences how YouTube recommend our videos. It's our viewers' behavior that will that will determine if people are actually going to watch the video, stay to the end, right? I don't. Please tell me the question if you're following. Chima, let me know in the comment section if you're following. So yes, if you're in the habit of posting your link out, please come down on it, right? Then for those who are just creating their channels, when you create a channel, also resist the temptation of sharing the link out to people. Allow the channel to breathe. Allow the channel to breathe. Let YouTube by themselves understand who the channel is for, because there's no channel that when you make a video they don't push your content, or they'll test it first. In fact, I'm of the opinion that a lot of new channels even have better chances of getting monetized compared to old channels, right? When I say new channels, like you're just like creating content, right? If you can stay consistent, your thumbnail title on point, you put in your description, your hook, because that's another thing. Now that brings me to your own video, right? Chima, that brings me to your own video. For your hook, um, let me play this particular one. We began with taking the laundry clothes outside. I said I am of the opinion as well, right? It's only a suggestion. I'm of the opinion that maybe subsequent videos, right? You could rather take the most interesting part of the video and make that the very first thing people get to see. And maybe, for instance, it could be maybe a part where your child said something funny or something surprising, or something very interesting in the video, right? Something that is good enough to hook our attention. If I come on the channel and then I see you and your child doing something that is very interesting, there's always a chance that I might just be enjoying the family time. I might just be enjoying, but this is my own opinion, right? But the part where you began with them taking out the laundry, and I might just swipe up because grab my attention. I don't know if you get the point, Sha. It did not grab my attention. I might just go ahead and just swipe up. But the moment you put in a part of the video, this is very rampant now in a lot of videos that creators put out here on Facebook and Instagram, everywhere, right? You always see that they always cut a particular part of the video, make it the beginning part, and then you see some of them will even say something like, yeah, that's me. Those kind of voices were, yeah, that is me. How we started, things like that. That's the idea of that thing, is for you to be able to grab people's attention. You are into vlogging, you need to get my attention. I do not know you, I don't know you before now, so for me to be able to want to watch a video, you need to grab my attention. It is very important for you to do your best to grab my attention. Now, another thing is, I know that you say some vloggers you always see it in their videos, but I feel there's no need for intro video. Intro video is that part where you put that let me take it back, where you put welcome. You know what intro video is now, right? That part where you just show your channel something butterfly, and I feel that part too, right? For a channel who is looking for views and loyal people, I still feel like you can do away with it, right? There's no need for that introduction. What I want to see is the interesting thing that you and your family is doing. There's no need for this introduction, because if you go and check that video, right? If you go to your analytics and check the video, you might be able to understand that some persons clicked off at that point, right? Some persons, I'm saying this not from my experience, right? I actually have a channel, a DIY channel, right? Now in that DIY, I have both intro and I have outro. When I when I start the video, I just put something small. I didn't even know what I know now, right? I'll just put something small, and then the next video you're seeing is my intro. For every time I went back, at least when I knew what I now know, for every single time I went back to that video, I will always observe and notice that a lot of persons left at the point the intros they're playing, because they are like, "What? I'm here for something. Where is what? I can't watch now." I don't know if you get the point, right? So you need to ensure that your video that first 10 seconds of the video is like the most important part. So if you're not able to get people's attention at that point, you have lost their views. So let me recap on something I've said, right? Chima, please let me know. Are you still on the live stream? You know you're not answering me. Are you still on the live stream? Am I helping you in any way? Are you getting important feedback? Please, I would like to know, right? Just tell me in the comment section that okay, yes, I'm on track, you're on point, I am following, I'm understanding. Okay, even left some comments. Sorry, I've not been seeing my comments. Sorry. Okay. As for me, I don't share my link to people because I am hiding my content before I know. All right. If I notice you know me from anywhere and we are watching my content, I'll just block you because I don't want people that know me to watch. Okay. All right. So obviously, the link sharing is not your own problem. Now let's come to analytics, right? The only way you can know how and why you're not getting views and watch hours is through your analytics. Do you know how to study your analytics? Do you know how to understand it? I might not be able to explain in details, right? In this video, in this particular live stream here now, that okay, this is this, this is that. But let me make an attempt. Let me let me try to make it this a little bit practical. I'm going to go to my own channel and my channel analytics. Um, okay, YouTube Studio. Okay, just give me a moment. Let me get to my YouTube Studio. So I'll use it as a practical. So as I'm going to be explaining it, right? You could check if you have a second device. You could check, or you could maybe later you could go ahead and check. These are the ways that you can know what exactly is the problem and why your channel is not getting enough views or still fixated. These are one of the ways that you can get to find that out. Let's give it some time to open. All right, good evening, good evening. If you're here with myself and Chima, please do leave a comment. Tell me that you're here. Tell me that you're here. Leave a comment and subscribe to the channel as well. If you're new on the channel, kindly hit the subscribe button. Okay, so I'm here on my own dashboard, right? I don't know, you might be using your phone to look at your analytics. So let me just pick up one video and let's use that as a case study. So I'll go to where I have analytics, right? I'll go to where I have okay content first. If it's on phone, you click your content first, then it opens, you pick the particular video we want to check, right? So I have overview. No, let me go to content. Okay. So I go to content. I'm going to pick a particular video. I want to check the analytics. Then I'm going to click on the video to see my analytics. So I have this one here. The last video I posted was I don't know. I think it should be 2 days ago, if I'm not mistaken. Um, yeah, it should be 2 days ago. And the video have 48 hours, so 2 days ago. And the video currently has 39 views and two what has it has one subscriber. Okay, so when you scroll down, if you're using your phone or using your system, when you scroll down, there's always a graph, right? There's this graph just underneath it. Now, from my own graph, I can see I have only one phone. It's fine. Just pay attention so that when we're done with conversation, we can go back to your phone and check it. Right. So on the phone, you're gonna see there's going to be a graph underneath it, and this graph only appears after let's say 48 hours of posting that video. Right. So the graph is going to come up. When you post a video, the very first thing that come up is your views, your impression click-through rates, right? You can easily see those ones. But for this graph, it only comes up after 48 hours of posting. So I have my graph here. And for my graph, there are two colors. I have the blue line, the one that is very bold, and then I have the ash line. Now this is showing me that this video is not performing so well. Reason being that the ash line is way more than the blue. Now, my typical videos by the second day or like by the second day, the blue line is already supposed to have surpassed the ash line. The ash line is very bold. It's not highlighted. All right. So it's supposed to have surpassed it. So for it to still be way more than right, way more than the blue line on the fourth day, it simply means that this video is not doing so well. I posted this video that was last week, either Thursday or so, and this is currently Monday, right? So it's showing me for 4 days, 1 hour. I only have 39 views on it. So this video is based on analysis, it's not doing so well. So how do I know what the problem is? I'm going to go on and check my click-through rate. I'll start by checking my click-through rate, right? Okay, so I'll start by checking my impression click-through rate, and here I can see that I have 3.2%. I have my impressions this year, I have 870. Now, if the impressions were more than this, there's always a chance that yes, it's going to get better views. But for it to still be below 1,000, it simply means that YouTube tested it to a small audience, and their feedback was not so, like, they didn't really watch the video like that, right? So their feedback is showing me that this video is not doing so well. I don't know if you get. Of course, the more reach the video have, the more chances that the video is going to get views. Right? So we have the click rate as 3.2, which for my channel is not so poor because my average view duration is always fall between that mark. It could be more. I was explaining before that I have actually had 12 point something in my click rate before. I have had 10. I have had 5. I have had 6. But 3 and 4 are like my basic, right? My click rate is always falling between 3.4, 3.2, 4 point something, 5. So if it's below this amount, if it's below 3.2, then I know that this thumbnail, I need to change it. The moment it goes to 2 or it goes to 1, I know that this thumbnail, I need to change it. So I'll go ahead and change my thumbnail. When I've changed the thumbnail, the next thing I will look out for, I'll allow the change to at least that 24 hours or 48 hours. Then the next thing I will now go ahead and change again will be my title. Right? I'll go ahead and change my title. Right? What else are we supposed to look at now? Okay, if I scroll down, I'll see videos that are suggesting this particular content. It's on your phone. When you open your analytics and then you click on the video, the reach, right? Underneath is scroll down. You're going to see the videos that are suggesting this video. Now for mine, I have two prominent ones. Sunrise Produce in, sorry, I'm trying to open it. Sunrise Produce in College Road, Pere Common. This is so irrelevant to my content. This is one of the reasons why this content is not doing well. It is so irrelevant to my content. Then I have another one as how to make YouTube push your videos to new viewers by one of the persons I know, right? So this one now, at least it needs to be related, but it's still not in line with the topic. The topic I created here says get 1,000 subscribers, in I think it is in 7 days or so. But the topic I created here is not relating to any of these videos that suggest this. And this is one of the problems, and this is the reason why this video is not performing well. Because if someone watched Sunrise Produce in College Road, they know why they watched the video in the first place. They know why they watch Sunrise Produce. Then the next thing you're showing them is how to get subscribers, and they are wondering, what do you confirm subscribers? Am I a YouTuber? Do I need subscribers? So they will swipe away. And I can see there's only one video, right? There's only one person that got to watch this particular video from this Sunrise Produce. Now, if you see something like this, how do you correct it? How do you make it different? How do you make it better? Change your thumbnail, change your title, your description, go in and put in new keywords that should explain the video better, right? Then when you check, I don't know if you're following, right? If you're still following, please let me know in the comment section that yes, you're following. Okay, I'm trying to go back now. So I think I've said some things that you should look out for. This is going to help you understand if your videos are doing well or not, or why they are doing well or why they're not doing well. Now I said something about, let me recommend what you can do. The very first thing I'm going to recommend is your consistency, right? You can, instead of doing once a week, because I noticed they are doing just once a week, you can decide to increase your posting frequency. There are people who spend a lot of time on YouTube. Of course, YouTube always recommend their videos compared to we that just show up once in a while. Okay, Mama, tomorrow my phone battery is going down. All right, that's understandable. It's fine. It's very okay. I understand. So maybe you could come watch the replay of this video later, right? Because I'm still explaining what I'm trying to explain. I'm trying to give you recommendation on what you can do to get better views and recommendations and watch hours, right? So you could come back and watch the replay of this video. So yes, if your video is showing you all of these things, some of these things that I've explained just a little bit of them. If your video is showing you some of these signs, then what you should do, right? What you should do is ensure to pay a lot of attention to your thumbnail, pay a lot of attention to your title, the description, even your posting time. I already mentioned that, even your posting time. Who are you trying to show your content to? If it's online, if it's the UK audience you want, when they do a wake up, when are they always online? Go ahead and post at those times. You can't post if maybe you're trying to get Nigerian, for instance. You can't go and be posting around 9 o'clock or 12 o'clock. We are sleeping. Who's going to watch it, right? So know when your viewers are online. Now, the next thing I used to do, right? The next thing I used to do when I make a post, I allow it 24 hours. After 24 hours, I go on to use other accounts, right? I go on to use other accounts to engage on that particular content. After 24 hours, I go on to use other accounts to engage on that particular content. So you can try this. You do not need to share with family and friends. You yourself can just use your own accounts to engage. Use a different account, a different phone, or a different Gmail to engage on that content, right? There's just still a whole lot of other things I can share, but I would like to end live stream here actually, right? I'm hoping that somehow Chima, you were able to get something from the live stream. I'm hoping that you were able to get some valid information from today's section. I've practically done 1 hour, 30 minutes, so I'm going to be ending it very soon. If there's any other thing you would like to ask, right, as regards how to get your watch hours. Now, again, I'm not saying again, so you're 7 months, 7 to 8 months into YouTube. You need to do what you can, right? If you could actually maybe look for some support groups. There are creators here on YouTube who have support groups that do it legitimately. They're not sub for sub. They're not doing sub for sub. They do it, properly, where you get to have people to watch your own videos and encourage you. So you could look for support groups like that to belong to, right? I think I know one. You can send me a message on WhatsApp, and I'm going to be giving you information as regards that particular support group. You could join that and participate with other creators to get watch hours. Now that's on one side, and the other side is, like I said, watch your videos yourself, right? If you're done putting in all your information, the right info that you're supposed to put, watch a video yourself. Then another thing is, again, create playlist. I don't even know if I saw a playlist here. I didn't pay attention to that. Sorry, but you can create playlist, right? Create a playlist that people can binge watch on, right? One thing with playlist is, when you have one person, if you have one video playing, once the video ends, the next one comes up, right? So yes, you can create a playlist that people are going to binge watch on. Another thing again you can do, this is something that I'm doing personally, which I already explained. I have a system, or before I even had the system, I had my friend's system was available. I usually use a system to watch my video overnight, watch my playlist overnight, right? I have different Gmails logged into the system, so I just use it to watch my videos at night, and this is giving me watch hours. That's one thing I can do. Then another thing I can do is live stream. Mama, you should live stream, right? Live stream gives you watch hours like crazy. Live stream gives you watch hours faster than even the long form content, right? So live stream, that's one thing that you can jump on live stream. You could do silent live stream, you could do face live stream, you can do puzzles, you can do screencasting. There are different ways. You could do countdown, you could do polls. Just use live stream, right, to get people to engage and watch your content. Thank you so much, everybody. I'm going to be ending the live stream here. I think I have talked a lot already. I am grateful to everybody who got to join in. I am so glad that I got to find the live stream. For it was supposed to be for 5 o'clock, but I moved the time to 7 p.m. so that I could do what I needed to do by 6. All right, so I'm done now, and I'm going to be saying good night. Let me go look for something to eat, and I'm hoping to see us again on Wednesday. Wednesday by 5 p.m. And yes, we're going to be having an amazing time. To everybody who joined, thank you so much. Thank you. Tinsaku Maria, thank you. Penguin, thank you. Nancy, thank you. Karana, thank you. Then Chima, thank you. The four of you made today's section quite engaging for me. So see you again on Wednesday. For now, do have a blessed evening, and bye.